Is the market going on a recession? Now is the time to panic, guys. Now is the time when you sell everything. Sell everything. Sell your bonds, sell your ETFs, sell your mutual bonds, sell your regular stocks. Sell everything. Everything must go. Everything is a go. Is it really time to sell everything, or is it time to start hedging? Or is it time to start looking for deals? Which one you think is we're going to be talking about here today? Well, all of that coming back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. How you guys are doing out there? So today we're talking about how the market is doing. So for these past 2 weeks, the market has been on a roller coaster, basically downhill, not really going uphill, and it's looking bad. A lot of people are calling out there, maybe it's going to be a recession. A lot of the people are out there panicking already, and we see a lot of investors already starting to sell out. And when we say we see investors selling out, we see them selling out on the big leagues here, all right, guys? So they're just getting rid of their stocks. They just don't want to play with it anymore, and they're just getting rid of it, getting as much as they can, and basically running away. All right, so we're talking about stocks here, like technical stocks, where we deal with the technology stock. We're talking about commodities. We're talking about mutuals. A lot of these stocks have taken a big hit on the market for the past 2 weeks, and it's been horrible. It's been really horrible. I mean, the market's just been doing bad. So is this a sign, an early sign of recession? Are we going into a recession, or are we just in another phase where the market needs to correct itself? Or maybe is the market just trying to shift itself and balance itself? Well, basically right now, as what we're seeing right now from the market is reacting really, really bad to a lot of bad news that it has been receiving. Finally, the market is starting to show its colors as far as to where it's actually going to go. Is it going to be in a recession point? I don't really think so. I don't think we're hitting recession point yet, but it is a time right now to start looking for deals. Now is the perfect time to start looking for those deals. So remember when we talked about, how you would like to get a share, maybe you can't afford it because it was just too high? Well, it's time to look at those stocks again. You might be lucky and might find that stock at a lower price. A lot of stocks have lost a lot of their volatility, and with that, they lost a lot of their prices. So we're talking about big time here. We're looking at some stocks that dropped already half of their price of what they would normally at. So if you had a stock trading at $40, it now maybe dropped down to $20. So hey, you can afford $40, but maybe you can't afford $20. So maybe now is the time to start looking. Now, remember guys, when you're starting to do this, always invest money that you can afford to lose. Don't invest money that you cannot afford to lose right now, because if we're going to a bad recession, or if we're going to be hitting the market and it's going to continue going bearish the way it's going, well then you want to make sure that you grab it at the best deal possible. Warren Buffett said himself, you know what, this is the perfect time to start shopping instead of starting to run away. Don't panic, just continue shopping. So you know what? He's a guru at what he does. No one is contesting that. So maybe we just need to calm down. Don't panic right now. It's not that time to panic yet, right? Don't start selling everything that you have, but start positioning yourself correctly, all right? And again, if you are in a state where you basically know already how to put your stop losses, and you know where more or less where to get your gains at, so this way you don't lose all your gains, well, basically you must have sold out on most of your stocks that you already had, if that's the case. So if you had, again, 100% of gains and you was willing to lose only 10% of that, well, then that means you sold out at 90%, all right, which is a great thing, all right, not a bad thing. That means now you have to wait 30 days before again you can actually go ahead and reinvest back on that stock. Now there is a difference, guys. If you sell a stock today, you can't pick it up tomorrow and buy it again tomorrow. that's a penalty, and it's a bad penalty on the stock market. When I say it's a bad penalty, it's a bad penalty. All right, you get hit two ways. You get hit first the one way, which is you sold it too early, so you get hit on taxes. And the second way is if you're going to rebuy it again, they're going to hit you again with penalties on top of that. So it's not even worth buying it. All right, so always keep that in the back of your mind. And remember, if you're going to buy it, put it on your watch list, watch it for the next 30 days. And after those 30 days, you can revisit that stock and buy it again. You might be surprised. It might go down to even a lower price than what you initially was looking to buy it for, and now you got a better deal for it. All right, so that's basically what it is. So it's not the time to panic. It's the time to start looking around and shopping around and start capitalizing on opportunity. We're also going to see that this week here, the market is going to be reporting on their third quarter earnings. So we're looking at big boys here, right? We're looking at Google, we're looking at Amazon, we're looking at Lockheed Martin, who's going to be coming out. We're looking at 3M, that's also going to be putting out reports out there. You have what else you got out there? You got Amazon that's going to be putting out, I mentioned Amazon, right? You got Verizon that's going to be putting out stocks out there as well. And there's a couple of them out there that's going to be putting out stocks out there, right? So we're looking at a whole bunch of stocks that are going to be actually reporting for this earning here. We also want to see that on Friday, the report for the earning on the housing is going to come out to see how well real estate was doing. Now, we got a bad news already with the real estate. It's not doing good. Real estate hasn't been really booming the way it should have been booming, so it's going to be reporting a bad report. I can just tell you that straight from the back. All right, so that's not a good thing. So that might hurt the market coming in, because right now the only thing that's holding the market is technology. And besides technology, there's only a couple other stocks that are actually holding it, or a lot of other little sections that are holding it. But really, technology is the really booming section right now for the market. So now the technology section is taking a hit, and now we see now where this is now affecting the market drastically. We also see that crude oil is also taking a hit as well. So crude oil is not back in the market neither. So therefore, we are looking at another hit from that angle there. So the market is trying to see where, more or less where it can fluctuate and where it can actually get some grip. All right, so the good news is that with these reports coming out, with these earnings coming out, we're going to see how well they did. If they report good earnings, we're looking at the big boys here, then it's a good possibility that these investors will come back. Netflix was looking at a good report earnings. I don't think they're going to actually have a great report earning coming out. It might be a good one, but I don't think it's going to be a fantastic one. So, you know, we're looking at that. You might see some investors coming right back into the market and reinvesting back on the market again. So again, it's not a point to start panicking. It's a point to relax and just look for those deals. All right, guys. So again, if you have any questions or any comments, please leave it at the comment section below. And as always, guys, don't forget, more gains, more gains, more gains. Giving it your maximum effort. Peace out.